Alright, we're back, and I need to really tape that thing up or something in order to minimize that from happening anymore, but for the time being, it's fine. I have to stop every now and then. It's not really like it's like a catastrophic thing ever, but there might be some weird cuts because I had to restart, and I'm probably going to default to just letting that be, but I might see if I can get it to never come apart like that. That would be very nice. As stated, we have little reason to doubt SQ. But yeah, even if I bump my capture card just a little bit, it can, it can get fucked. Usually it does if I do. Just a tiny bit. Like, not even very much at all. Like, if I bump my disk any amount, oftentimes my capture card will stop recording. The capture card will freeze. But, it's a pretty damn good, quality capture card for how cheap it was. It was like $40 compared to, 100 for a lot of other ones, so yeah, I think it's worth. Anyway, by the way, while we're here, a random tangent, but this is the crew data screen. These lock things are important, but they'll be tutorialized later, so I'll talk about them then. Can we look at their skill stuff right now? I don't think we can, unless I'm not privy yet to... Hold on. Yeah, I don't think we can yet. I do not think we can see what their skills are right now. I don't think so. It doesn't look like that's an option, but that is in crew data. Like, you can see what their stats are at a certain point. But I think that's going to be added later, I guess. And I think it might also be added per character at certain points of, basically progressing through. I do believe these locked things for each character, actually. Anyway. Yeah, Setsu's, super sketchy now. I shall trust Setsu. Hey, we're all out of time. We gotta start going to Cult. Who did I even vote for? I ended up voting for Shigemichi a lot, unfortunately, but I think... Didn't he say Setsu was? Let's go with her, then. Them. I keep calling them her. I even keep calling Rakio her. Oh well. I try not to give attention to it because apparently, according to a lesbian friend of mine who's just really into the whole LGBTQ thing, and also another bi friend of mine who she's kind of dating-ish, that we have, they both have said to me, hey, those people really don't like, you bringing light to the fact you made the mistake, just correct yourself and move on. So I try to do that, but a lot of times, again, it's just a habit. I tend to bring light to my mistakes, and I'm starting to realize that it makes me more anxious, it doesn't help anything, but it's such a compelling thing. It's like, oh god, I made a mistake, oh god, I'm so awful, I'm sorry. It's just such a thing that I do. It's so hard to stop, and I don't really know where it came from, but it doesn't help, and so I'm working on it. I guess this is it. I'll take my leave. See you all again. Setsu, I will be watching over you from here on. A lot of times when I say things like I'm working on it, it feels like I'm not, because... well, I haven't eliminated it yet. How could I possibly be working on it? That's not human. That's a perfectionist thing. You don't need to eliminate your faults. Thank God, because you can't do that. But trying to minimize them as best as you can is beautiful. A lot of times you need people for that, too. Which is another thing I need to realize, because I tend to be pretty lonerish in the way that I live life, and I'm working on that, too. I definitely am more reliable to spend time around at least certain people now, so that feels really good. A small group of friendos that I really, really know and love. Tetsu was sent to cold sleep. All Gnosia have been put into cold sleep. We did it! Gnosia is no longer detected. We've officially won. I guess we can finally stop all the fighting and stuff, too. Finally some peace. Results will be displayed. Hell yeah, we did it, friends. After the end, in the discussion log, you can view everyone's hidden intentions and covert actions. The discussion log can be viewed in via data reference. Day 2, 1. 386 XP up. So yeah, Rakio and Setsu, we actually got both right there. Very nice. The title of the Gnosia is passed now to celebrate this victory. You really want to end the game? Yes. And loop 4. I don't remember how many of these initial loops there are, but I remember there being quite a few. Did it stop? I can't stand all this Gnosia stuff, man. I can't even eat in peace. And hey, you said you were the engineer a minute ago. Yeah? So what's an engineer do, anyway? This time you're the engineer. I discover Gnosia and shit. You explained that you're able to find Gnosia. Well, that sounds kind of awesome. Well, anyways, let's try them before we go meet up with everyone. Oops, yeah, I can't forget this little guy. Why does he have to ray gun his... Well, see, like I said, this man is so weird. And also, so is whoever the hell came up with this character concept. It's great. 1.5% salt content, though. Huh? Better not slurp down the rest of the soup, then. Listen, salt is the best thing in the universe, and I have eaten too much salt my whole life, and I'm fine. So you can probably be fine. And granted, I'm only 27. I almost guarantee you I'm gonna have some kind of heart problems or something because of how much salt I eat one day. But for now, no. And also, goddamn, I love salt. Anyway. Delicious. But yeah, Shigemichi likes ramen too. Ramen buddies. I actually really like Shigemichi, and I wish people would leave him alone. Maybe it's because I really identify with outcasts, and also he's kind of fun and chipper. And he's really, 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 really loyal to people when he likes them, and it's really cute to see that. And they're here. Oh my god, you guys are like so late. Hey, sorry bud, who's this Gnosia then, huh? We're about to discuss that now. There are two Gnosia, our enemy. And, like, the engineer? Looks like we got one of those, too. I wonder who it is. If the engineer were to come forward now, they're sure to be targeted by the Gnosia. We can't force them to step up. Yeah, so if you're the engineer, that's one caveat. Because, yeah, you're going to be able to basically suss out Gnosia, and you're the only one who can do that in any kind of literal way, but you're going to be hunted. And also, there can be someone who is trying to be you and possibly might convince people that they're the right engineer and get the wrong people in cold sleep and, yeah. So it's all a bunch of wee, but, you know, it's still extremely useful to be the engineer. You just gotta play it smart when you are one. Step forward. Should I claim my role as engineer? I'll share all the info I can gather as engineer. Use it to work out who our enemy is. Does anyone else wish to claim the role of engineer? Can we assume that Setsu is the true engineer, then? A fake engineer has come forward. When you are the engineer, it is imperative that you step forward to claim your role. They be lying. I keep doing it, man. See, again, it's a process. You gotta keep working on it. I'm sorry, friends. You stated that you were the real engineer and that Setsu is a fake. I'm sorry if I'm mistaken, but I feel Rakio looks suspicious. I feel it would be beneficial to watch Rakio closely. Really doubting me. But here's my take. Rakio's totally sketch. Really doubting me. I'm gonna doubt Setsu, because we know they're the fake engineer. You pointed out some questionable points about Setsu. So, I guess I'm in the way, huh? I want to believe Setsu. Okay, yeah, wow, yeah, geez. But see, that's the thing, oftentimes, is they'll be disinclined to believe one engineer saying the other one's a fake because of the fact that both of you could be a fake. I think. That might literally be a factor in, like, the whatever weird mathematical formula, I think, dictates how likely it is that what you say is going to get through to people. But granted, I didn't want to have to say it, but Rakio's looking pretty strange. Sorry if it's just me being weird. I feel it would be beneficial to watch Rakio closely. Everyone's, like, on Rakio's ass today. And I won't even be, because I know Setsu is an enemy. I'll be focusing on them. Are you really doubting me? And stop debating and vote. Yeah, it's gonna be Rakio. Yeah, but we'll vote for her, because we know them. Because we know they are. But, yeah. Like, we know they're... Well, I don't think there are any AC followers yet, so we know they're Gnosia in this specific case. Because AC follower is a different thing that has not been introduced yet. Because of that, I literally think it's mechanically not here. There is no AC follower here. Anyway, in this particular case until it gets introduced, and that has been the same with all the other game mechanics they're slowly feeding you here. So, yeah, I've read that a few times already. And I'll always be saying goodbye just because, Rakio was sent to cold sleep. Dergy. Dergy, I love you. This is the tutorial for fan service. I mean, the tutorial for some people just like you a lot all of a sudden per loop, and then also the opposite is true. Like earlier when we talked to Shigemichi, he did not trust us at all because he was set to be a detractor, and we'll be able to literally see that in the interface. And I really like Stella, so hell yeah. Likability rates between characters are reset each time a loop begins. Oh, Dergy. No, it's cool. Go on, like, continue. I'll just be over here masturbating while you have sex. What? Oh, SQ, actually, no, it's fine, it's fine. You go on, like, doing your thing. Like, Dergy. Like, apparently you want to do it. Do it. I'm so sorry, Dergy. I don't know what came over me. I believe it was your stepping forward as engineer, Dergy. My chest suddenly tightened up, and oh, she's so cute. Please trust me. You implied that you wanted to trust that you are the engineer. Yes, I believe that you are the true engineer, Dergy. Dwala. There may not be any evidence to support it, but this is what it means to trust a person, right? Dwala! Ah, she's a bean. I love her. Dergy, you're in quite a dangerous position. I believe you have a high risk of being attacked by the Gnosia infectee when we work next. Why? You asked why you would be attacked. If you are attacked, then the other engineer, it would be clear that Setsu is a fake. I feel this would prove harmful to the Gnosia's side, but they will likely sacrifice one of their own to be rid of the true engineer. Chances are high that this is exactly what the Gnosia will do. However, please don't worry. I promise to protect you, Dergy. And this is the tutorial for the Guardian Angel, because she actually will protect us, and it's badass. Alright then, good night. And that's another role we'll learn about shortly here. In fact, we'll go talk to her again, and then, in my headcanon, we're having sex in a room. Yeah. in the synth, we're just doing it right there in the synthesis plant. Just, we don't know if we're going to live tomorrow, so we're just going to have sex right here. In my headcanon. Let a Durgan dream, damn it. Would you like to talk with me for a while? I'd like to know more about you, Dergy. Wow. And see, when she said talk, she meant... Anyway. Who do you investigate? I'll investigate Setsu, because that's some sketchy-ass mofo and shit, because I know I'm the real one. I was attacked last night, and Setsu was Gnosia. And see, no one was attacked last night is always the result of the Guardian Angel. Actually, is that an always? I'm not actually 100% sure. I don't remember quite right now. Hey, yo, looks like everyone's doing okay. But why? The Gnosia was supposed to eliminate someone during warp. I believe it was the Guardian Angel. Huh? What's that? One of the crew has become a Guardian Angel and prevented the Gnosia attack. Is that even possible? It is, with very specific warp-related credentials. By delaying the time of the actual warp, the Gnosia loses their chance to attack their intended victim. Yeah, I don't get it. So basically no one disappeared and so we're safe? No, warp can only be delayed for a short time, so there's only really time to protect a single person. Also, a Guardian Angel cannot protect themselves. So yeah, as they're talking about here, a Guardian Angel is able to protect a single crew member, not including themselves from Gnosia attack. There's only one Guardian Angel at a time. So it can be assumed they succeeded in protecting the Gnosia's target. Therefore, yes, so we need to keep our guard up and continue searching for the Gnosia. To start, can someone please provide a report from yesterday's investigation? When you have claimed the role of engineer, you can provide your report before the discussions, and we shall do that. And in fact, if you are the true engineer, just always provide your report, because, there's no real reason not to. As engineer, you reported that Setsu turned out to be Gnosia. Next, I'll need to provide some information, because I'm a lying bastard. Gina is definitely Gnosia, definitely, totally, I'm definitely not Gnosia myself. Ha ha ha. Yeah, they try to trick you with that, and they definitely are pretty good at it sometimes, so you gotta be careful about that. I'm not gonna bring light to Stella, because that would be really, really, if you think about this, I don't really know if it actually has any effect on what happens to her here, but, if you think about it, if there was any kind of hint as to who the Guardian Angel might have been at all, then, the Gnosia would just target them immediately, because, yeah. So, yeah, I won't say that. Even though I don't really think it affects anything right here. I will doubt Setsu, because we know she's Gnosia at this point. You stated your dislike of Setsu. Let's calm down and think this through, everyone. Get too emotional and the enemy's got us. Really? Setsu was, totally not sketchy. She's totally not sketchy, actually. So, Stella's the Guardian Angel or whatever, so she's not, a suspect then, right? No, I simply pointed... Oh, if you don't, then someone else will. Okay. And I think she does get pwned here, I think I remember. Poor Stella. I did not mean to imply that I myself am the Guardian Angel. Let's avoid trying to figure out the Guardian Angel's identity. They run the risk of being targeted by the enemy, like me. Because now I am gonna target you if I survive this, because why the fuck would you not if you're on the Gnosia side? Like, if you have any idea who the Guardian Angel might be, fucking do it. But they're probably the hardest one to figure out, actually. So, there is that. There's no real hints as to why, but you kind of can do a process of elimination if you kind of start to realize, okay, they're probably the blank, they're probably the blank, they're probably the blank, they're probably the blank. Okay, at least the Guardian Angel could be blank, blank, and blank. And you'll always know what rules are present, and so, yeah. I retract my previous statement. I just can't trust Setsu. Agreed. You stated that you too had been doubting Setsu. So, I guess I'm in the way, huh? Yeah, that's a bit much, Gina. You're, like, going way too hard. I think SQ is Gnosia in this case, too. I'm not sure. But this is pretty Gnosia-esque behavior here. From mostly my intuition from having played this game a lot, honestly. I didn't want to have to say it, but this is looking pretty strange, or if it's just me being weird. I feel it would be beneficial to watch Setsu closely. That's... okay, so definitely... Alright, it's gonna... At this point, proposal, let's remove Dergy. If Dergy's on our side, I feel it's too dangerous. People seem to dislike you. Or just maybe by suspecting Dergy, Setsu is attempting to divert doubt from himself. Hey, Dergy's my buddy, okay? Yeah, see, this is why I love Shigemichi. He's such a positive dude. Come here, man. Let me hug the alien man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply you're Gnosia. You're fine. You're just a regular old friendly, you know, gray alien friendo. You're not Gnosia. Yeah, alright. Because, you know, he has reasons for looking like that, you know? Start the vote. But yeah, Gnosia don't have a look anyway. They can just be anyone. So there's also that. Anyway, Setsu is definitely Gnosia. And then, another vote among Setsu and Gina. It's like a total battle. I'm gonna cover Gina. Now so you trust Gina. I disagree. If Gina's blah 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 blah, yeah, of course. Oh no, okay. I have a feeling she's the other one. It makes too much sense. Doubt Setsu. Well, Setsu's trying suspiciously to gain trust. To make my suspicious Setsu known. Alright, so... There we go, we got 2 more peeps. Got the rest of the peeps on our side, so we are good. We are clear. At this point, just from having played this game a lot, I absolutely almost guarantee you that the other one, in this case, if there is 2, is going to be SQ, in this case. Let's see what tentacles. There's events may occur in areas marked with a red exclamation mark symbol. Which, you always want to go to these, because they will often be game progress giving events. A single, so private room 4, I'm not sure if we've seen this before. Also, let's make sure we look at any new rooms that I might remember on it. Or that might be new that I don't quite remember if we've covered it. But first, let's just read this out before we look at everything else that might be new and then go back to it and go there. A single person room containing storage units and desks with a comfortable bed. I'm not sure, I very well might have, but anyway. Alright, so, but yeah, private room 1. Oh, no, okay. In the cafeteria, cutting-edge food printer instantly provides healthy cuisine, well-balanced nutrients. Could just work flavor-wise, though, unfortunately. Alright, so, but yeah, well, do we, I mean, honestly, at this point, we know Stella's, like, into us, and I just like the idea of Dergy, my main character, being really into her, too, and then having sex every time this happens, because I'm me. And I like to be a pervert and imagine sexual scenarios in every position they make sense in a game. I just do. God, me. Dergy. I was just thinking. I was hoping you'd come. I guess this is goodbye. The Gnosia likely assumes that I'm the Guardian Angel, and therefore I believe I will be eliminated tonight. But please don't worry, Dergy, I just want you to survive. Embrace her, because, yeah, here we go. This is like the most context for an off-screen sex scene I think I've ever seen in my life in a game. So, yeah. Oh, Dergy. Yeah, okay, wow. It's implied that you absolutely have sex there. Like, there's no fucking way. Hell yeah. Anyway. Alright, putting my dick back in my pants for the time being. Who you investigate? Let's investigate. It's SQ. Yeah, I was doubting her most. Last night, Stella disappeared. Unfortunately, just like she thought she'd be targeted. She was, unfortunately. And yeah, here we go. We got her. Oh my God, Stella. That's like so sad, you guys. Yeah, you're a fucking liar. As that year, you reported this kid turned out to be Gnosia. You fucking liar. I don't have to say it, but she's looking pretty strange. If it's just me being, I already said she was, so I'm not going to talk too much because you do get penalized for that, and people not believing you as much. And the Gnosia using that to leverage favor towards themselves and away from you, so you have to be careful about that. SQ, yes, something certainly feels strange. Thinking stochastically, I think we should doubt SQ. Agree. You stated that you too had been doubting SQ. I looked up the word stochastically the first time that I saw it in this game, and I keep forgetting what it means. I want to, like, solidify it in my brain, and also maybe teach you all something if you don't know what stochastically means, so let's look that up real quick. Stochastic... Okay. Randomly determined, having a random probability distribution or pattern that may be analyzed statistically but may not be predicted precisely. Which makes a lot of sense, because this whole game is stochastic then. Good to know. So, see, we learned what that meaning is and we were able to apply it. That feels good. I'm a word nerd, so I like that shit. Alright. Sorry, but Dergy just sort of like creeps me out. Like I get goosebumps because, you know, I'm a Gnosia, and they've pegged me as one, and I don't want to die, you know? People seem to dislike you. Hey, I left Dergy a bit, huh? You know, things best. I didn't want to have to say that she's in pretty strange, doesn't me being weird. Yes, she's lying, I can tell. Yep, she is. You've been dating... well, we haven't been dating SQ. Vax has been dating Stella, but SQ fucking killed her. So yeah, we have like extra reason to get her into cold sleep. Hey, we're all out of time. We gotta say who's going into cold sleep. Fucking SQ, of course. I mean, fine. Does cold sleep count as like beauty sleep? Okay, bye. Bid farewell to SQ. She was sent to cold sleep. Oh no, she had been put into cold sleep. Hell yeah. Hey, did we win? We won, right? Hee, right on. Hee is just a thing everyone says in this game, isn't it? I wonder if it's like a translation thing. Was this originally like Japanese or some other foreign language? Because I don't know, it feels a little bit odd how much hee is tacked on. Either that or it's just a thing. Like everyone says hee because Gnosia. I wonder what will become of them now. Results will be displayed. Gnosia has passed. Now to celebrate victory. We did it, but poor Stella. At least we got to have like pretty obviously implied off-screen sex with her first, right? There's a lot of those kind of things that happen. You want to end the game? Yes.